Hello, my name's Lindy Cowling. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My website is www.lindycowling.co.uk. Email is info@lindycowling.co.uk. Today's video title is Twin Flame Payne. Sounds like the title for a movie. Twin Flame Payne. Anyone who has danced in the middle of the energies of a twin flame union understands the term twin flame pain. And there are two primary reasons for this. Reason number one is in a spiritual connection, in a soul connection, in a twin flame connection, in a spiritual soul catalyst connection, in all of these connections that involve the soul and the spirit, when you connect with another being, another person, all of the emotions in your pain body and any blocks in the energy field or in the personality, variations and deviations in the personalities involved, get triggered. They get triggered intentionally by the spirit and soul, not to be cruel, but to encourage healing within the spirit and soul, to bring what was hidden and perhaps what was in darkness to light, for healing, for self-realization, for recognition. But also the pain body and the emotional body gets triggered because in the old paradigm, pre-ascension, before many of us transitioned into the heart, our belief systems around relationships, our belief systems around love, and our personalities and our actual emotional bodies were all involved in processing and responding to love in a certain way. And that love has been, was, and is still for millions on this planet that haven't ascended into the heart, governed by their personality, their pain body, their emotional body. Hence, very painful when you have a breakup of these people, a parting of these people, all the variations on a theme, you know, when they don't get along, when they lock antlers, when they go apart permanently or temporarily. And so there is a well of emotion, there is a well of feeling in the emotional body, in the pain body. So this all comes under umbrella number one of why it is so painful. Let's face it, the unrequited love cycle on this planet is extremely painful. There's probably no one that you know in your life that hasn't loved someone and then in their eyes lost that someone. Had a great love and they were killed in the war. Had a great love but they didn't have the courage to act upon it. Had a great love but that great love died. Had a great love but that great love betrayed them. The list goes on and on. There are few of us on this planet that have not had experience of love and loss in some capacity. So we all know that that feels extremely painful and like the end of the world. As part of the transition into the heart, for those that are ascending and have ascended into their hearts, they will process love and experience love and all their emotions in a different way, in a very new way, and that is already beginning to happen. But I'm going to make the point here about twin flames, and for any of you that have seen me on camera before and seen my work before, you will know that I never ever talk about anything that I haven't personally experienced firsthand, or that I've worked very, very closely with in clients. And I'm talking from first-hand experience here, twin flame union experience here, where I can tell you as a twin flame that went through an intense period of time where I had to go through all of the loss side of it. As a twin flame, that is the most painful experience you would ever experience in this timeline. I'm not talking about the thousands that believe they've met a twin flame, but it hasn't been a twin flame. I mean, that's painful enough when it's gone through the pain body and the emotional body. The unrequited love is extremely painful. The elements that go with that are extremely painful. Any spiritual soul connection where there's loss involved, physical loss involved, very painful. With a twin flame union, when merging has already taken place, i.e. you've been around that person for many months, perhaps many years by then, you've merged on all levels of the spirit, soul, all the bodies have come together, where you've merged physically, where you've been intimate, where you've been around each other in every capacity. When there is a loss involved at that level, it is almost inconceivable to anybody that has not been in a connection at that level, a soul spirit connection, a twin flame level connection, or other comparable. Because the loss there is not just felt in the emotional body and the pain body. The loss there is felt in the soul and the spirit. And this, I know. This is not speculation. I know this. I know this from first-hand experience. So when I'm talking to twin flames here, and when I'm talking about this, I'm fully aware that many people watching this video will have experienced loss, and they will have believed it was a loss on the level of spirit and soul, and believed it was that. In many cases it won't have been, but it doesn't mean that one loss is bigger than another loss. One loss in a way is better than another loss. It's not like that. Loss is loss is loss is loss is loss. Pain is pain is pain is pain is pain. There's not one worse than the other. But the point I'm making here is twin flame pain, or a loss when you've really merged with the spirit and soul of that being, is only linked to the emotional body. It's not governed by it. It's a different kind of loss. It goes as deep as it could possibly go. And this is something that I will maintain, and I brought out a video about a year ago called Twin Flames, the Loss. I think I called it Lost and Found, because there's the loss, but then you find yourself and you come into wholeness and oneness. And I made the point there that you do not ever forget that loss. You are forever changed by it. It's not something you get over, you transcend from it. You are changed and you evolve, but it's not something where you recover from. It is literally, I wouldn't even say life-changing, it's soul-changing, spirit-changing. I know of nobody that has genuinely been through a connection on that level, that has parted from it, that has not been significantly changed. I mean, inside and then out. And I can think of some clear examples of people that have stepped forward in missions, doing wonderful work as a result of those connections, where there has been pain at some level, and then they've transcended beyond it and come into wholeness and oneness and gone on from it and done wonderful work. I'm going to make the point that not all these people go on to do spiritual work, but because that's the arena I work in, they're the ones I mostly know about. I can think of some examples of people that are never on camera and do their work very quietly behind the scenes, and clear examples of those on camera. Clear examples of these straight away, I would cite the work of Jeff Brown. Absolutely wonderful work, who had a twin flame connection that changed the whole course of his evolution, led to him doing the books that he did and changed his whole spiritual path. Bill Ballard, another one, doing amazing work, twin flame connection earlier on, several years ago in his life, opened him up to depths that he perhaps couldn't have imagined before. I would include myself in a category that I am working in a capacity that I would not have been able to work at before, i.e. from the heart and immersed in the twin flame energy as a result of dancing in and being in that energy for 3.5 years. And I have stepped forward. I'm one of those that have stepped forward in that capacity, solo, having come into oneness and in completion, physically solo. So the reason I'm bringing this video out is I feel that people need validation for the pain. And in fact, it's not that I feel that, I know that, because of the feedback I get back. Many people over the course of a year, hundreds over the course of a year, say to me, thank you for giving validation for this, or thank you for giving validation for that. Thank you for speaking out about this. Thank you for speaking out about that. As one who has taken the hits on the level of soul and spirit and felt the pain involved with that, it is very real. As one who has gone through the third dimensional level of emotional pain, that is also very real. I'm going to say it again. Pain is pain is pain is pain is pain. Loss is loss is loss is loss is loss. There's no competition in what the worst loss could ever be, or the worst pain that could ever be. But I'm bringing this video out to just validate that you don't need to beat yourself up and add to that pain wherever you're at. whatever relationship you've come out of, or whatever partnership you've come out of, or whatever twin flame union you are in the middle of, and whatever circumstances are in that union, whether the union's collapsed, whether you've gone apart temporarily, permanently, wherever you're at, I'm just here to reassure you, wherever you are on that scale, and I've been all the way through that scale. I never talk about anything I haven't experienced. You will come through that. You will come through it. And sometimes you'll have to get some assistance to come through it. Go to the people that you're drawn to get assistance from. It might not always be me. It might be someone else working in that field, or someone else, you know, whatever assistance you need for whatever comes up for you. But I can assure you that however painful it feels, and whatever level that pain is coming from, whether it's third, fourth or fifth dimensional, you will come through it. You will grow through it. You will transcend and ascend through it, and you will come into a state of completion and a state of peace. From my heart to yours, I love you and I leave you. Until next time. Bye bye.